Hello, my name is Lou Redman, and I am so excited to be sharing with you today's daily insight on having a successful year. My take on this may surprise you. What I see around New Year's, especially in the personal development space, is this push to really make a change. New year, new you. New decade, new you. This year is going to be the one. We get bombarded with all of these messages and posts on how to have the best year ever, how to find love, success, and finally, happiness. Because of that, we're sold new gym routines, diets, productivity tools, life hacks, all intended to make us better. Why is that? Even with this barrage of promise and hope, there is something inside of us that feels off. What I realized is that New Year brings up a sense of lack. We are reminded of the money we didn't make, the weight we didn't lose, the books we didn't read, and the goals we didn't hit. What is meant to inspire us has the opposite effect. It illuminates all the areas in which we are not good enough. Along with this, we see an influx of people on social media posting about all they accomplished this past year. You know the ones. They go something like, "This year was the best year of my life. I met my soulmate, ran 6 marathons, sold my company, traveled to 46 countries, started a nonprofit, climbed Kilimanjaro, and did 7 Vipassana retreats." I feel like it's just the beginning. Can't wait for what this new year has in store. #blessed. For my fellow recovering comparison addicts, it's no wonder we feel awful. But should we? Have you made a post sharing what awesome things happen in your life? I know I have. And if so, that's great. If we feel good about our year, heck yeah, tell the world. We shouldn't have to dim our lights because of others' insecurity. I've been on both sides of this. I've felt jealous at people who seem thriving while I'm struggling, and I've had the megaphone shouting triumphantly. Whatever side you fall on, what we must realize is the more we root for others, the happier we become. When we judge and project our self-doubt on other people, we stay stuck. We're in this together. If you want to succeed, want others to succeed. If you want to thrive, help others thrive. Let's put resolutions, goals, and other people aside for now and come back to us. While success and growth and tools and tricks are all great, what is it that actually gives our life meaning and fulfillment? For me, it's the feeling of connection to something greater, a sense of purpose, of love, and that my life, as Parker Palmer would say, is speaking for itself. Everything I mention is an inner experience, unmoved by success and achievements. Our work this year is not to pretend that the new daily planner is going to make or change our happiness, nor is it to sit around judging others for their achievements or lack thereof. We know the work is inside. How many books, meditations, and podcasts must we read to trust that only we can make ourselves happy? One way to do that is to bring in the feeling of fulfillment, success, and abundance long before it finds our reality. It's not that we don't know happiness is within. Life gets in the way, and we need to be reminded. One way to approach spiritual practice is a daily habit of remembering who we are, and if it resonates with you, remembering whose we are. We remind ourselves of the miracle of our life and then do the work to live, as Einstein stated, as if every moment was a miracle. In doing so, our presence in the world makes an impact. We smile when we'd normally shy away. We share a compliment when it feels vulnerable. We spread our light, regardless if it makes for a good Facebook post. It's in each day of life we get to feel these emotions, not down the road. We are enough, and we can act from our wholeness, not our lack. So don't wait until the new year. Shine your light today. Because no matter what does or does not happen this year, you can always come back to your cushion. You can always come back to yourself. Now let's go ahead and get into our meditative practice. So allow yourself to settle in to your space. Feel the support of your chair or your cushion. Feel your shoulders relax. And begin to take a few smooth and even breaths just to allow yourself to move from the more theoretical portion to the more inner experience. Really feeling some space with each breath. We're going to begin today by reflecting on our year. So thinking back to this past year for you, taking in all that happened. Maybe it was a great year, maybe it was tough. And continue to breathe, continue to feel your even breathing. And as you do, see if you can start to note what was the energy of your year as a whole. Everything that happened, what is a word or a phrase or a feeling that you can come up with? Was it challenging, transformative, enlightening, struggling, an exploration, a experience of love and peace? See if you can start to find whatever that word might be for you. And within that, regardless if it was a good or negative year, right, see if you can find just one moment that was meaningful. It could be accomplishment, a trip you went on, a moment that you shared with someone. And in that moment, what was your inner experience? Was there a feeling there? Maybe it was gratitude, maybe it was peace, maybe it was excitement. See if you can bring that moment back into your body and into your heart. And then seeing all of those energies and feelings, everything that happened this past year as a whole. And using this time to honor and to accept what happened. And to honor and accept what didn't happen. And no matter which way it was, accept that all that happened brought you right here. And we have the opportunity to move forward not when the clock changes, but when our mindset changes. Forget about the new year, and every day is a choice. So just looking at the rest of today, what are some of those energies that you'd like to bring in? Is it love, transformation, growth? And how would you like to approach today? Not this year. And notice I didn't say year because a year is made up of days. And each day is a practice to remember. How do we want to show up? So breathe in whatever that energy is for you today. How do you want to show up today? Feeling that energy, and we'll come back to this. So you can go ahead and begin to let that go. And take a full breath in with me. And a full breath out. We're going to now move into thinking about some of the ways in which we block ourselves from feeling this feeling each day. Often it comes from the feeling of lack, or that we must do in order to feel like we're enough. We must achieve something. And so are there any resolutions or feelings like this that you feel you need to achieve for this new year to feel like enough? It's not that we shouldn't make goals, but are we doing it from a sense of lack? Just note if you have any of that feeling within. Is there any tension going on going into this new year? And I'd like you to imagine any of that insecurity or any of that tension that you feel. Begin to see it moving outside of your body. And I'd like you to maybe imagine in front of you, you're standing on a billboard, right in the place where you can stand, and you're looking right up at the billboard. And you start painting this billboard with these pictures or images or just energies and colors of this tension you feel. So imagining it's all coming out of you, any of these feelings of not being good enough or not having enough, putting it all on the billboard. And if you're feeling optimistic, if you're feeling good, maybe getting out anything that may still be limiting you. Maybe it's not that you don't feel like you're enough, but maybe you don't believe in yourself in some way, or you doubt your capabilities. We're just going to work to bring all of that energy out of us, putting it on in front. In any figuration or colors that feels true for you right now. And from this space, after you've gotten it all out, we're just going to repeat a few things to ourselves to help us let go and move these energies away. Coming back into your body and repeating this to yourself, or just listening if that feels right. I am enough just as I am. I don't have to do anything, be anyone, or achieve any goal. I am always enough. I am always enough. Just continue to repeat maybe one of those, or feel this feeling of wholeness from the inside. And as you do, imagine that you start ripping off this wallpaper, ripping off the images and the pictures that you created on this billboard, taking off this facade. Just imagining all of those falling down into the ground. In a little bit, we're going to fill this back up. But first, I want you to think of anyone in your life whom you compare yourself to. Maybe it's someone you know or you don't know, someone who seems like they're happy and successful. Maybe it's someone who makes a post like the one I mentioned in the beginning. And see if you can put that person on the billboard for now. And notice if there's any feelings of jealousy. Any of those feelings of I'm not enough in this person's presence because they're doing such great things. And I'd like you to look at them and see them as if they are just like you, working on the same things. I'd like you to work to understand that their success does not take away from yours. And we're going to share some words with this person. And sharing it, and even if you don't believe it or feel it as you do, just a practice in seeing if you can connect with this. It's okay. Just begin to share with them. Have a successful year. I really hope you crush it and do well. I hope you're happy and fulfilled. May you receive all the blessings that you deserve. Go on now, have a successful year. And see if you can appreciate this person with any other words or intentions or feelings. Wish them the best. Send that out to them and allow them to disappear away from this billboard again. And again, come back into your body, into those energies within that you'd like to cultivate for this new year. Remember, we had talked about in the beginning, what is something you'd like to cultivate for this day? Love, fulfillment. Right? We bring that into each day and we bring it into each year. And with those energies, now start painting your billboard with all of those feelings. And maybe those feelings come up as images, as visions for this new year. Maybe those feelings from the inside out are things that you're going to accomplish. Right? But we're doing it from within, not trying to reach out for it. So almost use this billboard almost as your New Year vision board. And just begin to paint. What is it that you imagine? And once you've gotten that vision, I'd like you to turn around and look below you at the ground. And I want you to see all the people in your life that you know and that you don't know that are rooting for you. All of them who are going to receive your light, receive that feeling from the inside, and see as many people as feels right for you. I want you to feel them clapping and cheering for you, because they are on your side, just like you are on everyone else's side. So you receive that back. And just take a moment to feel what it's like to feel their love, to feel their appreciation. Just take that in for a moment. And then let that go. Let the vision go. Let yourself being up on the billboard go. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And come back again to your body right here, right now. And I'd like you to feel the miracle of your breath and of your heartbeat. And maybe even you bring your hands over your chest or your navel. Feel this miracle of you. And again, how do you want to bring this miracle into this day? You can always come back to you and remember who you are. You are that miracle. And from that place, you get to succeed day by day, not year by year. Feeling that for just a moment. and then letting that all go and surrendering yourself to all the things that you can't control. And maybe just setting a moment to ask for that guidance that moves our life, that shapes our life, that brings us to the things that are going to serve us best. And just release your spirit, release yourself into that guidance, wherever you feel that guidance coming from. It could be God, the universe, spirit, your intuition. Open yourself up for a moment. And then slowly come back into your room, into your body. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And I thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. And I would love to hear about how your year was and what you're going to bring into this new year, what you're going to bring into this day. So please, I love Daily Insight. I get to audio reply to each and every one of you. So please share. And I do. And if you've heard me share before, you know that I really do wish that you have a beautiful and successful year. And I hope to stay connected with some of you and continue to support your journey in the ways that I know how. So thank you and namaste.